Thanks for those of you keeping your voice on. Okay. So, what do we notice? These are two examples of short vowel words, Alan. These are two examples of short vowel words. So this would go in what column up there? What vowel is in this word? E. And what vowel is in this word? A. That's right. Okay, so let's say bed. Bed. Okay. So we hear the S sound. And it has how many vowels in that? Just one, 3 letters, one vowel, right? What about in this one? How many vowels are in this word? Just one, right? And there's a mystery letter on the other side, right? Okay. I shouldn't hear your voices right now. Can you guys take one and pass these around? Okay, we're only focusing on the short vowel side right now. We're going to do long vowels in a minute. Okay? So when you get this paper, it's split. Bobby, I don't want to hear your voice. You'll get one. Can we give one to Bobby, please?
I should not hear clipboards clapping.
The clipboards are only there so that you have a hard surface to write on. That's it. When you get this paper, it's going to look like, can I see yours for a second? It's going to look like this, okay? So this side says short vowel words, and this side we're not going to worry about yet. Shh, Marcus. We just did. That was a bad idea for me to try to do this. I'll just pass them out. So when you get it, you're going to have on one side short vowel words, and one side you're going to have long vowel. Which one do you think we're going to work on right now? Short vowels, probably. So what you're going to do, Bobby, I need you to turn your voice off for you. What we're going to do is brainstorm other short vowel words that you know. So I don't want to see anything in the long vowel side, okay? I just want to see short vowel words. So here's your examples. Bed, cat, there's some pictures up there. But if you can think of some, that would be even better. Okay? And like in this one, what might you be able to do to make it a completely different word? We're not going to add anything, but change, like what if you change this C to a B, then what word would it be? That. So that might be one you could write on your list. Same thing with this one. If you change one letter, it might be, or you could put, does anybody have a letter they could change this first one to? Just a letter. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you have a letter you think it could change to. Riley. So you change this to an R and it'd be red. Would it still be the same sound? Red? Yes, it would. Okay, so try to come up with some short vowel words. Sorry. If you're really stuck, you can try to talk to the person next to you, but in a whisper voice. We pass that on to Carlos, please, Emily. You can do A words, you can do E words, you can do I words, O words, or I want you to get even more than just these two. So write those two maybe, but then work on some of your own. I got more than you now. Did anybody else not get one? Okay. We're only working in the short vowel side. Remember, I don't want to see anything in the long side. We haven't got there yet. Remember, we talked about usually they only have one vowel and it's usually right in the middle. So you usually have a letter, a vowel, and another letter.
Yeah. What up is it? Is the middle one? Up is the long one?
We're not doing a long yet.
Is up or long one?
We're not doing long yet.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Chicka chicka. Okay. Did we give me a quiet thumb if you have one in your short vowel column that we could add to our list? We have those markers that I used for that.
Yeah, top drawer and back.
Okay, Teresa, tell me one that you have. And do you think if she says one that you don't have on your list, it might be a good idea to write it down?
Yeah.
I think so too. Okay. Okay, what's one you have, Teresa? Red. Sorry. Red, like the color, right? Okay, somebody else have one? Emily? Net? Mat. Like on the floor. A mat. Alex, you have one? Bat. What about, does anybody have an eye? Carlos? Flint? Yep, that's a long one. I would think yes, so. That was a long word. Anybody else? What about an O word? I don't want to hear it if you don't have an O word. I just want to know if you have one. Give me a quiet hand. Alexis?
I got
Fan, that's an A word. That's still a good one, but it's an A word. Zoe, do you have an O word? Okay. Not quite. We're looking for ones that have a letter and then a vowel in the middle. And then a letter. Noah, do you have one?
a box.
Box. That's a great one.
I have that.
Okay. So we have some on our list, and you probably have some on your list, right? But not all vowels sound like that, right? Shh, you guys, check yourselves. You don't want to be losing points during this, I promise. Okay, the other kind of vowel, not short, is long vowels, okay? So here's the trick to remember with long vowels. When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So look in our example right here. What's this word? Anybody know? Teresa, what's this word? Bead. Okay? So when we say it, do you hear the E sound or the A sound? Bead. The E sound. You almost hear the letter, right? It says E itself. Bead. Right? Okay. So what about in this one? Green. What sound do you hear there? E. This one's kind of tricky because it's two E's. So it could be like this. These are long vowel combinations, okay? E-A, A-Y, O-A, A-I, E-E, and U-E. Okay? So when we're thinking of long vowel words, if we're testing them out in our head and we're trying to find out if it's a long vowel word, Noah, we're trying to find out if it's a long vowel word, we have to say the word, right? So if I say the word boat, do I hear a vowel in there?
Yeah.
Boat.
O.
You heard the O? Did anybody else hear it? Do we agree with Alex? We heard the O? Boat. So that's how I'm going to test it to see if it's a long vowel. Okay? But if I say the word bat, do I hear A, E, I, O, or U in there?
Yeah.
Do I actually say the letter? Bat? No. Okay, so on the other side of your chart, it says long vowel words. So now take a couple minutes and we're going to brainstorm long vowel words. If you're not sure, make sure that you can say it out loud. And you hear A, E, I, O, or U. And usually, look, we said this one had one vowel in it. How many do these long words have in them? How many vowels?
2.
2 usually. Okay? So you can say it and then you can spell it. And if it has 2 vowels in it, then it's probably a long vowel. Okay? Okay, go ahead. You got a couple minutes. Try it out. Usually the 2 vowels are right in a row. So it goes letter, vowel, vowel, letter. You see that trend? Letters, vowel, vowel, letter. They're usually right next to each other because they're walking together. Look on your list. Remember, if you need help, you can ask your partner, do you have any that I could jumpstart my thinking with? And you can do the same thing that we did with these ones. So in this one we changed the B to an R to make a different word. You might be able to do it in this word too. Change that B to an R. It might be another word that's a long vowel sound. I don't know. You'll have to test it. I want you to do that. Okay. Draven, can you give me one of your words that's a long vowel sound? Dean? Like the dean of a college? Oh, like a name. Okay. That's also, did you know that? A dean of a college is like the principal of a school, kind of. Just like last time, if you don't have that word that he just said, you should probably write it on your list. And I hope all of you heard it. But if you weren't listening, you probably missed it. Emily, do you have another one?
Jeans.
Jeans. You guys hear that? Jeans. So I hear that E sound, okay? Bobby, do you have one?
Hold on.
Food.
Oh, dang.
Do you hear the vowel? Do you hear an A, an E, I, O, or U in it? Do you hear the O sound? Food. What if you change, I have a question for you. What if you change this B to an R? What word does that make? Does anybody know if I change this B to an R? What, Bobby? Read. Now do you hear the E sound? Read.
But I have
That's a good one. Read. Okay, so who can tell me how many vowels usually come in a short vowel word? How many? I just want to hear quiet. Oh, I don't want to see fingers. Or I hear your voices, Bobby. How many vowels are in a short vowel word usually? Teresa's the only one who knows? Estrella, how many?
2.
In a short vowel word, how many vowels?
1.
One usually, right? What about in a long vowel word? How many do we see?
2.
Kobe, how many do we see in a long vowel word? How many vowels? 2? Okay, I'm going to do one last word. Brandon, what's one last word? Seed. And which does it go in, long or short? Long, because you can hear which letter? E. Okay. What I would like you to do now is when I say that you can go, we're going to put our clipboards back in the basket and then take that little paper and our pencil back to our desk and line up in line order when I ask you to do so. So I'm going to find 5 people so that they can get